Well, good evening, North Central Florida. We're finally seeing those showers and storms start to push south and dissipate. Marion County especially saw lots of activity earlier today, but again, those are in the clear for now, giving us nice clear skies as those showers push away. But temperatures early tomorrow morning, mid-70s, again, nothing out of the ordinary, going to be feeling a lot warmer with that humidity still in the air. But 87 in Gainesville for tomorrow's highs, really 80s across the board, maybe even see some low 90s wouldn't be out of the question. But we are going to be continuing to see those storms as we move into Sunday afternoon. Summer-like routine again. Moisture in the air as these sea breezes start to ramp up into the afternoon hours, giving us some inland showers across Gainesville, Alachua County, and across our viewing area. But again, tomorrow, Monday morning, showers and storms will push out. But good news, high pressure system is looking like it's going to be sitting over us for a majority of next week, giving us drier conditions, but increasing our temperatures as well. So you kind of got to choose your battles, either get drier and hotter temperatures or humid and a little lower temperatures, but still very humid and muggy outside. Just how the summer goes here in Florida. Tracking the tropics, Hurricane Beryl, National Hurricane Center just came out with the latest track. Still a Category 1, lots of spiral, lots of development within this storm. Again, still a Category 1 hurricane, but they're expecting it to rapidly intensify into tomorrow and Monday morning, eventually being a Category 3 hurricane, our first major hurricane of the Atlantic hurricane season. Tonight and tomorrow morning, partly sunny skies, hot and humid. That humidity isn't going anywhere as we move into tomorrow afternoon. Moisture is still going to be in the air. Scattered showers into the evening hours. But again, a high pressure system is going to be giving us some relief as we move into the later parts of next week, decreasing our rain chances. 4th of July is looking pretty good, 40% chance of rain, but it is going to be very hot next week. So make sure you're staying hydrated, especially if you're going to go watching some fireworks or even drone shows. Make sure you stay hydrated, pack that water, because it's going to be a hot one.
I don't mind the dry heat. I know that you talked about next week we may see some warmer temperatures, but it's the real mugginess. I stepped outside for dinner and it was just, I could feel the sweat just dripping down.
You got to choose your battles in the summer.
I think I'd rather have the dry heat because at least I know what to advertise, bring my water, but with the humid conditions, it's really, you never know.
Nope, you don't.
Thanks, Jillian.
Of course. Good afternoon, North Central Florida. TV20 is continuing to keep a very close eye on potential tropical cyclone 4. This is a newer name that the National Hurricane Center is starting to implement, as it just gives them the opportunity to issue a cone and watches and warnings without officially naming it anything just yet. But we are expecting it to become a depression and then tropical storm Debbie as we move into this weekend. But here it is right now, just over Cuba. Not a lot of circulation or rotation with this storm. It's just a big disorganized group of thunderstorms at this point, but as it moves over and off the coast of Cuba is when we're really going to start to see it intensify. Right now, the National Hurricane Center has it as a tropical storm as it makes its way towards Florida, eventually pushing on the western coast of Florida. The exact point in which it makes landfall is very unknown at this time. Some models have it going towards Tampa, but then they do a windshield wiper effect where they move back and forth with each update. We'll get a much better idea once it does move off the coast of Cuba, but the concern with this is if it does shift a little west, it's going to be staying over warmer waters for a longer period of time, giving it more time to intensify into a potential hurricane. But as of right now, models have it keeping it hugging the west coast of Florida, which is good for us, keeping it as a tropical storm. Again, it is still a tropical storm. It is still having a name. They call it a tropical storm for a reason. So it's going to be giving us lots of rain. That's going to be the main story for North Central Florida, is rain and lots of potential flooding around our area. The Futurecast is going to give us a really good idea of the rainfall that we could be expecting over the weekend, especially Sunday. Saturday afternoon, we're already going to start to see some of the outer rain bands of this storm start to push through North Central Florida, Orlando, all the way through Gainesville and northern counties from here. But then as we move into Saturday night and Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon is really when we're going to start to see this storm start to approach the western coast and pour lots of rain onto North Central Florida. The main concern we have with this one is, again, rainfall, but also the potential for the storm to slow down and potentially stall over us, pouring lots of rain and, again, enhancing our risk for potential floods around the area. Some parts have great drainage, some parts don't, not so much, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on the floods around the area.
Taking a look at some of our forecasts now, can we expect to see any more flooding like that in our area, Jillian?
It is very possible as we move throughout the week this week. Our rain chances are on the rise due to some moisture that's been left from Invest 92L. So we are expected to see an increase in rain chances as we move throughout the week this week. Rain chances were pretty high this evening, but we had some clouds build up throughout the area, but those did eventually dissipate and give us a nice clear sunset as we move throughout the evening tonight. Again, showers and storms are cleared up for now, but as we move throughout the week, those rain chances are going to be on the rise. Temperatures across the viewing area, Union and Bradford County in the low 80s. Nothing too out of the ordinary as we move down to Alachua County. 81 in Gainesville, around the same, 78 down in Archer. Down in Marion County, again, high 70s, low 80s, 80 in Ocala, 78 in Salt Springs. 3-card forecast. Let's flip over the cards and see what we got for this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 95, 94, 93. We're keeping those low to mid 90s as an increase in rain chances throughout the week. I will let you know when we could see those increase in rain chances coming up in just a bit. Temperatures today in Gainesville, 94 degrees, not near the triple-digit record temperature of 101. Thank goodness we are having feels like temperatures in the hundreds, but our actual temperatures are going to stay in the 90s for the rest of this week. Temperatures right now, 81 in Gainesville, 70s and 80s across the viewing area. Nothing out of the ordinary, but these dew points are very high in the 70s, 75 in Ocala. And when you mix the heat with the dew points, it makes those feel like temperatures skyrocket into those triple digits. Early morning temperatures mid to upper 70s, 74 in Gainesville, 75 in Cross City. Again, nothing out of the ordinary, but as we move into the afternoon hours, those feel like temperatures with the humidity in the actual temperature is going to feel a lot warmer. Triple digits really dominating most of the viewing area, 104 in Palatka. Western coastlines, Cedar Key and Crystal River a little lower. I wouldn't say 90s is very low, but a little lower because they're going to be getting a nice sea breeze that's going to be getting stronger throughout the day tomorrow. Rain chances are going to be the summer routine, afternoon showers, a little clearer in the morning and overnight hours. But again, your commute to work should be all right. But once you're starting to go home from work, that's when those showers start to pop up the most. Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, seeing the same there. Keep an eye on the tropics. This tropical disturbance over by the coast of Mexico starting to make its way onshore. National Hurricane Center has decreased the chance of development to 10% as it's starting to make its way onshore, saying that it's just a disorganized group of thunderstorms that's starting to push onto the shore of Mexico, but they do not need more flooding after Tropical Storm Alberto. Overnight tonight, mid to upper 70s, and waking up tomorrow morning, 76 with partly cloudy skies. A few rays of sunshine will be peeking through in the morning, and then once we move into the afternoon, triple-digit feel-like temperatures. Usual summer routine again as we move into the afternoon hours and evening. Pop-up showers are very likely as we move into the afternoon hours. 95 for the temperatures tomorrow. Definitely up there again. Summer temperatures, 95 degrees, going to be feeling like a lot more into the upper 90s and triple digits.
But is it a good week to take your dog walking, ugly or cute?
In the morning, yeah, but once we move into the afternoon hours, we're going to start to see our summer showers. So I don't know if that would be the best time, but in the morning, if you want to wake up early, start to walk your dog, go for it. But after you're getting off work, not the best time. And the rain chances are going to continue to increase throughout the week. Rain chances 50 to 60% with those summer temperatures in the 90s. Good evening, North Central Florida. We had a few showers earlier today down in Marion County, Ocala, even Crystal River saw some pop-up showers. Those have since moved east over towards Daytona Beach, causing some pretty heavy rainfall for them. But as we move into the evening hours, our focus is going to shift north up into Alachua and Union and Bradford counties. Currently, Gainesville and Alachua County is quiet for now, but if we move just a little bit north, it's a completely different story. We're tracking this cell right now, giving some pretty heavy downpours in Union and now into Bradford County, moving southeast towards Waldo and Hampton. Few lightning strikes and definitely pretty heavy downpours. So if you're in this area, definitely want to keep an eye on this and definitely want to stay indoors because it's pretty wet outside. Temperatures across the viewing area finally cooling down into the upper 80s, if you'd like to call that a bit of a cool down, but still 91 in Lake City and 97 in Live Oak. So still some 90s across the board, but nonetheless, the feel-like temperatures are definitely still in the triple digits. 102 in Live Oak, 95 in Gainesville. This evening, 90 degrees into the low 80s into the overnight hours, but as we move into the work week, our increase in rain chances are going to start to make an appearance. Again, it is summertime. We get those afternoon showers, and those temperatures are also feeling like summer in the low to mid 90s with the feel-like temperatures in triple digits every day.
I love how you're like telling us that it feels like a cool down in the high 80s, and it certainly feels like a cool down, but when you're out there, it's certainly, like you said, triple digit feels like, and we're gonna see that not only next week or the week after, but for the next like 2 to 3 months.
Yes, until September.
It's something that we all signed up for, but something we may not always agree with.
Nope, definitely not.
Thanks, Jillian.
Of course.